Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers at Tigers Stadium. On the mound for the Twins today is Tibbs, whose record is 3-2 with a .595 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Bryan Kelly, whose record is 13-5 with a .349 ERA. Okay, we won in extra innings on a walk-off home run by Kirk GIBSON. That was his 26th of the season, as you can see right here, leading the team, a big home run. It was difficult to get excited about it because we probably should have won that ball game outright with a 4-20 pitcher on the mound. But Tom Klowitter, pitched his ass off, and we are definitely struggling offensively down the stretch here. And we're grateful to be where we are because with yesterday's victory and Boston's loss, we are 4 games up on Beantown with, 8 games to go? Is that right? Just double check it. 3, 6, 7. We have 7 games to go. We're 4 games up. And we have a day off tomorrow, which is much needed. I guess I usually don't waste my time showing you this, but because we are down the stretch here. Now, Alan Trammell is listed as sore, which is the next level up from tired. And when they get to sore, that's when I'm like, are we risking an injury, perhaps? Is it worth it to play Trammell one more day to get a day off? You know what? I think we're going to give him the day off today and put Doug Baker in there, who is batting .401, his on-base percentage, not batting. He's batting .302 with a .401 on-base percentage. So we'll bat Baker today, give Trammell the day off. We're going to keep Gibby in there and Wilson and Whitaker, even though they're tired, and try to wrap up the series sweep against Tibbs, who's the number 5 starter on the Twinkies. So before we get today's game started, let's show you the Leprechaun race. That's right. We've got the leprechauns here. Now we're not going to actually race leprechauns. In fact, I find this a little problematic as all these little Irish guys are running after the gold. That doesn't seem very PC at all. But we do have 11 contestants in our giveaway. For the George Brett autograph baseball, there's going to be other prizes for the top 3 contestants in the duck race that we're going to do. But I like to mix it up a little bit. We got Julio L. down here with the handlebar mustache. Charismatic Dad, also known as Tony. We got Vercingetorix right here. Red 3. We're just going to call him Porkins. Kent S. David, not your status quo. Thomas D. Don T. Freddie C. John M. JJ Jason are all going to be in the contest. I kind of want to see what they look like. I'm just going to hit start, and then we'll stop this and move along. Oh, we got an Irish jig going on. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, we're not running short. I was really like, I think some of them have goatees, some of other racial heritages. That's great. Okay, well, we got the taste for it. Those are kind of fun, actually. As an Irishman, I like that. I'm not even really worried about how problematic a bunch of leprechauns running after gold looks. Okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe. You got to be a subscriber to get in on the giveaways. I mean, we can have up to 100 leprechauns or ducks. So if you want to get in on the contest, be a subscriber and let me know in the comments below, and we'll get you in on that. We got Bryan Kelly on the mound. He's a pretty good pitcher. He's actually qualified for the ERA title. He's given us more than I expected this year, and he's pitched well. All in all. Dave Rucker, not available today from the bullpen. That's okay. Here's our lineup. You just saw right-hander Tibbs. So you know what's up. Let's take a look at the Minnesota Twins lineup rundown. Oh, you know what? We got to get rid of these leprechauns because it's going to slow down our gameplay. Okay, So we say goodbye to the Leprechauns. Let's do the lineup rundown for the Minnesota Twins. Batting leadoff in center field is Alex Cole. Batting second in left field is Eduardo Jimenez. Batting third is the catcher Gil Reyes. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Cecil Fielder. Batting fifth at third base is Chris Donnells. Batting sixth at second base is Randy Velarde. Batting seventh and DHing is Troy NEEL. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mike FISCHLIN. And batting ninth is the right fielder Hosken Powell. Let's take a look at Brian Kelly. Kelly, he's an Irishman. Probably appreciated that leprechaun race. 31 starts this year, 13-5, a 3.49 ERA, 101 strikeouts, pretty good. In 162 and 2/3 innings pitched, approaching 240 against him. He's got one complete game. Fastball tops out at 93 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage 48.3%. 3 pitches, all above league average. Overall rated an 84. The 25-year-old righty. Arbitration eligible next year. Looking at his log, his Irish log. He did not pitch well in his last start. Took the loss against the Angels. We did not play well at all in that series. He went 4 1/3, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits, a couple of dingers, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and they hung the loss on him. But he did beat the Twins in his previous start, and he had a no decision right there against the Twins. So he has had some success. Let's take a look at our defense. Looking good. Now we do have Baker at shortstop today, and everybody else is right where they belong. Okay, Alex Cole leading off. Alex Cole terrorized us yesterday. He was on base every time he came up. He had a stolen base, in fact, and a ground ball to second. Whitaker makes the play. 1 down. Here is Eduardo Jimenez. No power, no speed. His eye is a 99. I'm curious, what is his on-base percentage? He's only walked 12 times? Okay, here we go. First pitch swinging. That's not a, oh, that's a good eye. I guess he gets a base hit to left. So Jimenez on first. Incredibly slow. Now here is Gil Reyes. He has 3 career home runs, and 2 of them have been against us. He had 1 yesterday, and one way back on September 10th, 2 weeks ago. So he has been tough on the Tigers. Let's get a double play right here. He is batting .320 versus right-handers. High fly ball into left center field. Gibby will make the catch. 2 down. Here is Big Daddy. Batting .287, 26 home runs. Ground ball up the middle, and Baker will make the play. We keep the Twins off the board in the first. We go to the bottom half, and let's take a look at the Tigers. A lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Willie Wilson. Batting second at shortstop is Doug Baker. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk GIBSON. Batting fifth and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth at first base is Kenny Smith. Batting seventh and DHing is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth in right field is Glenn Wilson. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Lou Whitaker. Tibbs, they call him Mr. Tibbs. 11th start, 3-2, 5.95 ERA. He has never been good in the majors. Whoa, he's got double the walks to strikeouts after having a 1-to-1 ratio last year. Opponents are batting .278. That seems consistent. This game does not vary much for Tibbs. No complete games. Fastball doesn't exist, although it is rated an 85. That's the only pitch he's got, and it's not very good. Overall rated a 78, the 22-year-old right-hander. Arbitration eligible at the end of the 86 year. He did pitch against Detroit back on August 13th. We tagged him for 7 runs in 3 2/3 innings. He walked 5, did not strike out anybody, and yet he did not lose that ball game. I don't remember what happened there, but I don't like the way that looks. So hopefully we can pour it on him once again and hang a loss on him as well. There's the defense for the Twins. This is the same lineup as yesterday, is it not? FISCHLIN in there at shortstop. Outfield does not look so good, except for Powell. Behind the plate is Reyes with that 88 arm. Not a good fielder, though. Okay, Willie Wilson leading it off against J. Tibbs. Here we go. We need this victory. A ground ball to second. VELARDE making the play. One down. Here's Doug Baker. Doug Baker's going to get about 200 at-bats this year as a utility infielder. That's pretty solid as he lines out to center. 2 down. Here is George Brett popping it up on the infield. And we're going to make J. Tibbs look good today, folks. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Here is Chris DONNELS with a .217 hitter. Pounded it into the dirt. Kennedy! Yep! Flies out to center. That looked like it was hit right into the dirt. And yet it made it to the outfield somehow. As long as it's an out, that's all I care about. 1 down. Here's Randy Velarde. Sidearm curve, popping it up to Smith. 2 quick outs for Kelly as Troy NEEL steps in. And NEEL skies it into shallow left center field. Baker goes back and makes the catch. And we're moving on to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Gibby leading off. He was the big hero yesterday, walked it off with his 26th home run, career high. 4 consecutive ground outs by Tigers. Kennedy can't hit the broadside of the barn. And then Smith walks. So we have not been batting Smith versus left-handers. He now needs 4 walks to get to 100. And I'm compelled to play him versus lefties just to get that 100 walk mark. So we got Smith on first. We're not going to hit and run. We're going to let Kevin Bass swing away. Bass has been struggling. His average down to 290. Oh, he walks as well. So we've got a runner in scoring position for our best RBI guy, technically speaking. It's Willie Wilson. Big Willie, first and second, 2 down. 1-0 count. And he pulls it into left field. That's out number 3. Still do not have a hit. I mean, how could we get a hit against a terrible pitcher? Doesn't seem likely. We go to the top of the third. Mike FISCHLIN leading off, followed by Powell and Cole. FISCHLIN strikes out. That middle part of the season was not great for Kelly. But it looks like he's found his stride just as Tom Browning lost his. Powell grounding out to Smith. 2 down, and Alex Cole back to the top of the lineup. He grounded out the first time. And here he flies out to left. We go to the bottom of the third. No score, no surprise. Have a little drink of wine today, some Merlot. Some very fine box Merlot. Whitaker leading off. Striking out. Second K for Tibbs. Back to Willie Wilson. Ground ball to first. This is ridiculous. There is no reason for J. Tibbs to be 3 innings in without giving up a hit. Unbelievable. I wish there was someone out there that was keeping track of how many times I said unbelievable and this game sucks. I bet you it's in the thousands. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Eduardo JIMENEZ leading off. He's got the only hit of the ball game so far. flying out to right. Glenn Wilson making the catch. It's going to be an error. This game is definitely going to be turned on an error as Gil Reyes pops it up in the foul ground down the first baseline. And it's actually Whitaker running over to make the catch. This is really the only batter in the lineup that I fear. It's Cecil Fielder. An 0-1 count. Pitch it away. Oh, he smokes it on a line to center field for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It would be great to get a hit. Doesn't feel very likely anymore at all. Hey, George Brett. Maybe a double. Oh, wow, maybe a triple. 90% chance. Doesn't it feel like they're baiting us on this? I'm going to say no. I know it's dumb. But we'll take the double here at home. It's a leadoff double. It's his 34th of the year. Here's Gibby. We'll play some small ball. Try to pull it to the right side. Should be easy to do with a right-hander on the mound. And he gets it done. A base hit. Brett will score. Oh, not guaranteed. Oh, man. I got to say no. We could hit and run with Kelly. Oh, man. We're maybe overly cautious here, but we want to sweep this series and get that day off. We're going to hit and run. Here we go. First pitch swinging, and a ground ball to first. That will get the run in. Tigers take the lead 1-0 as GIBSON advances the second. Okay, 1-0 Detroit. Good job by Kennedy. Here's Kenny Smith. Oh, that's going to be down the line, off the wall. Gibby crosses the plate. Nope, we'll hold on to a double for Smith. An RBI double. Now, Smith has lost his power altogether. It shows he has 2 home runs, but those were 17 games ago. Oops. Oops. There we go. All right. Now, I just want to point this out with Smith, by the way. He's making like the major league minimum. He has been a disappointment considering he hit 39 home runs last year. But we're not paying him much. And he doesn't go to arbitration until next year. So, you know what? Like, we don't even have to play him when we get Greg Brock back. He doesn't have to be that big of a part of our team. Okay, so Smith is on second. It's hard not to play Smith when you can, get so many walks from him. Full count to Kevin Bass. Oh, no way, get down. Yes, a base hit to center field. Smith scores. Now we're going for 2, and Bass safe with a double, his 16th of the year, his 100th hit of the season. And it's 3-0 Detroit. And starting to breathe a little easier. Here's Big Willie with 1 down, runner in scoring position. 0-2 count. Oh, he does make contact. Good enough to get Bass to third. And then Lou, who has been completely lost at the plate this year. With 2 down, will strike out. Nope. Ground ball to second. And that will do it. So the Tigers get 3 on the board. It doesn't feel like enough. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's DONNELS, VELARDE, and NEEL. And a base hit. Yeah. So there's a good chance that Kelly will not get through this inning. DONNELS does not have good speed. VELARDE does not hit righties well. And yet, here's the outcome. A ground ball to first. We could turn 2. Nope. This is where it ends right here. So, let's just see what happens. Yep. Well, we're going to right now. FISCHLIN pops up. Error? No. And now we got 3 lefties. So Brian Kelly's coming out of the ball game. we will bring in Keith Comstock. Bases are loaded. Hosken Powell batting .213 versus lefties. We'll give up a run for a double play possibility with NEEL at first. We'll play back. 2-2 count. Oh, gonna get him to pop it up. And a chance to get out of it with Alex Cole. This is they have to give up a run here. It's got to be a wild pitch, a balk, an infield single. Something's going to happen, and it'll be an unearned run. So let's see how this goes. 1-0 count. Base hit. Yeah, that'll get 2 in. I mean, it had to happen somehow. There's no way they were going to let us get out of that, and then the strikeout, of course. So we do get out of it unscathed. Not unscathed, but with the lead is what I mean. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. That error had to happen. We do maintain the lead as Willie Wilson gets another out. Doug Baker takes another walk. That's his 4th in 2 games. And then he gets picked off. Good job, game. And then George Brett clubs it. Only his 14th home run on the year. We get one of the runs back. Brett did have the day off yesterday. And Gibby pops it up. All right. Oh, it's dropped. Come on, man. This is so dumb. God, why is this game so dumb? I mean, it's just stupid. We go to the top of the 6th. Bring in Rosie. We haven't seen him in a while, I feel like. He's been good. 121 innings pitched. Facing Gil Reyes. 2-1 count. Base hit to center. Now they're going to get a couple more runs here. Oh, Rosie strikes out Big Daddy. Some of you out there are probably like, I like it when he says Big Daddy. Ground ball to second. We get the force at second base. And a chance to close out the inning with Randy Velarde. Oh my God, Rosebud. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers are up 4-2. Here's Kenny Smith. Popping it up. He was 1 for 1 with a walk and a double. Tibbs hasn't pitched particularly bad, I wouldn't say, considering he was terrible coming into this game. And Glenn Wilson. A comebacker. All right. We're moving on to the 7th inning. Rosie's ERA is under 4 now. Let's bring in Sherman Corbett. Have him go after Troy Neal. 2-2 count. Popping it up near second base. Caught by the second baseman, Lou Whitaker. There's one down. Corbett will come out, and Frank LaCourte will come in to face FISCHLIN. We got all these pitchers. We may as well play matchups. LaCourte, oh, he gives up a double. Maybe a triple. No, FISCHLIN with a double. Crap. That's his 21st double of the year. For a guy that did not play much in real life, I mean, he's kind of produced. LaCourte comes out for Paul Gibson. Paul Gibson has been very hittable lately against left-handers. 80, but man, I feel like he's done a 180 when it comes to left-handers. 2-2 count to Powell. Fly ball to center. 1 out. I mean, 2 outs. And Alex Cole. Oh, yeah. Yep. Can never be easy. And then Eduardo Jimenez strikes him out. All right. We get out of that jam. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Here is Lou leading off. Let's look at the in-game stats. Not much to see. Whitaker, 0 for 2, and he'll walk. He hasn't hit well this year, but I feel like he's walked more than normal. It's going to be hard to tell because he's missed a lot of games. He's walked 41 times. He's always walked a decent amount. He'd be a great number 2 hitter if he could hit. So we got the leadoff man on. We'll hit and run with Willie Wilson, who's 0 for 3 today. Oh, base hit to left. Get down. There we go. Whitaker does make it to 3rd, and that will do it for the starter, Tibbs. Doug Corbett coming in. We've seen a lot of him this year. He's good. And he's a free agent, but he's only got a 73 rating, lower than Comstock's. We're going to go on contact. Although Doug Baker, not a great contact hitter. Oh, base at the right. Whitaker scores. Wilson goes to 3rd. 5-2 Detroit. We can breathe a sigh of relief. George Brett, 1-0 count. Blooper, forward. Yes. Little duck snort. Wilson scores. Baker goes to 3rd. It is now 6-2. Brett, 3 for 4. 1st and 3rd. Gibson. Well, get some good wood on it. Deep to left center field. Baker will tag and score. 3rd run of the inning. Still only 1 out. Terry Kennedy has fallen off the map completely. Down to 313. I still don't think he's going to get another hit the rest of the year. I'm wrong. There's a base hit into center. Brett going to 3rd. He's safe. Keeping the pressure on. Only 1 out. Going on contact. First pitch swinging. Oh. Pass ball. Another run scores. That's dumb. We're going to take it, though. We're absolutely going to take it. 1-2 count to Smith. And he gets sawed off. Jammed inside. Popping it up. 2 down. Here is Big Head Bass. Oh, he gets all of it. A 2-run home run. 10-2. Detroit. That is his career high 9th home run this year. 62 RBI in 95 games. You can't ask a lot more of a 4th outfielder. Basically, he stepped in for Greg Brock when Brock got injured. And, playing the DH role, filling in, and of course Wilson strikes out. You can't ask much more than that. Great job. Okay, well, we got a hefty lead here. Let's bring in Montgomery. He's going to face Gil Reyes. Ground ball in the hole. Baker making the play. 1 out. Here's Big Daddy Cecil Fielder. Well, he left that one up. Ground ball, easy play. And Chris Donnells. Face it. Of course. Here's Randy Velarde. 0-2. And he strikes him out. We are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher, Paul Boris. 1-3, 6.05 ERA. More walks and strikeouts. Opponent's batting .299. He's got a slider rated in 83. That's his best pitch. Overall 73. 28-year-old right-hander. He's a free agent at the end of the 84 season. Also leads the league in Natashas. Here's Lou Whitaker. Ground ball short. Another shitty game from Blue. Willie Wilson. Ground ball to second. And Baker. Wow, rips it into right field. And a nice 1-2-3 inning. For Boris, we go to the top of the 9th inning. Let's take a look at our pen. We actually, oh, yeah, maybe you noticed, and if not, I'll tell you, I did switch Dave Smith and Hanky. Hanky is now our setup man. Dave Smith is back to being our closer. Smith has just been absolutely horrific. We got no more lefties in the pen. So we'll let Montgomery face, with an 8-run lead, we'll let him get another inning of work. Here's Fish Lips. Oh, he got a base hit when I called him Fish Lips. Now out comes the lefties. Hosken Powell. 2-1 count. There's a ground ball to second. That could do it. Oh, they can't turn 2. Powell beats it out. Down to the final out. It's Alex Cole. He has been a pain in the tuchus. And a base at the left. He is 2 for 4 with 2 RBI today. Next up is Eduardo Jimenez. Are they going to give him a junk run? I don't blame him. Oh, he strikes him out. A pitch right down the middle. Tigers sweep the Twins at home. 10-2. Handshakes, butt slaps, slap mistakes. We're going to go ahead and play the extra day of rest. We're going to do that right now. One day. One of these days. All right. Let's take a look at the standings. Still 4 games. Tigers have won 3 in a row. Boston won. All the other teams have been eliminated. Oh, Seattle is eliminated. So it's going to be California for shizzle. Let's take a look at the Seattle team. God, I really felt like they're the best team. They got 3 players with 100 RBI, 3 with 100 runs scored. Dicker had 28 home runs and 20 stolen bases. They made some good trades. Everybody in their lineup has double-digit home runs. I wonder, this is annoying, I'm going to do it anyway. Who's going to be free agents at the end of the year, though? Not Dicker, not Harold, he just got a contract. Not Al Davis, not Ricardo Sainz. Cockrell's got arbitration, that's probably why he was traded. Tom Dodd is good. Henderson good. Weininger good. Owen good. Okay. Pitching. Man, they got Mark Langston and not a whole lot else. Floyd Bannister has been serviceable. Floyd Yeomans, the Floyd brothers, he struggles to stay healthy. They called up Ray Chadwick. He sucks. Roy Branch and Buddy Bell are normally on the team. Okay. Anyway, so Mariners are out of it. We already know this has been decided. So it's come down to us. We can't win it tomorrow. Can we? No. But we could win it on game 2 against the Mariners. So the Mariners are out of it. We have 6 games against good teams left. That is going to be tough. Headline news. Angels are the American League West champs. This Kip Young, who's out of baseball in 1980, still pitching really well, I guess. 4 hits for carry-on in a 4-2 Yankee victory. Indians suffer their 96th loss despite 2 home runs from Mike Stanley. Next one. Young throws a shutout. Kurt Young. Good job by him. Nothing else of note. Transactions. Oh, J. Tibbs got injured. Well, we got a lot going on here. All right. First of all, the Moose got loose. Oh, yeah, we already knew about his fractured eye bone. Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer, got his 2000th career hit. He's got 2001 if you're keeping track at home. Batting 300 in his career. A deserved Hall of Fame catcher. Not a deserved Hall of Famer, but a deserved Hall of Fame catcher. J. Tibbs, we just saw. He got a boo-boo. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We're going to come back and face the Mariners. It's going to be tough. We need to get 2 wins or 2 losses from Boston, and it'll be ours. This is a tough call. I guess we're going to give it to Kevin Bass. We're going to give it to Kevin Bass. He went 2 for 3. He had a double and a home run, just like George Brett, but he drove in 3 runs. He also walked. So we're going to give it to the advantage of the RBI. Doug Baker got picked off. Ken Smith, that error. Brian Kelly does not stick around long enough to get the win. In fact, he did not give up an earned run, thanks to the Kenny Smith error. And then the bullpen came in and did their job. So we gave up 2 runs. Both were unearned because that's baseball mogul. 7 total strikeouts. Good job by the bullpen. Jeff Montgomery gets the win in relief. I guess the official score decided to give it to the best option, and I don't have a problem with that. J. Tibbs takes a loss. He is 3-3. Doug Corbett got rocked. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow, play game 1 of that Seattle Mariners series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.